And okay, we are live. Hi everyone.
Hello.
I'm
Hello.
shaved for this episode.
Oh, whoa, that's
First
what's
time in a
different
while.
about you.
I also shaved yesterday. I was like thinking like, oh, we're gonna do something today. I might as well like shave. But it's not much to shave. But I just thought like I'll clean up the whatever stubble there is.
Gotta look good for the camera, huh?
Young boy George.
Yeah. Do I look much younger? I think I do. Like,
You too.
it's like unnatural.
Is that a bad thing? I thought we're getting to the age where we're trying to look younger.
Nah, I just want to look my age. Like,
Oh, mature.
yeah.
One
I think
says I
what's-
look younger than I look anyway, so I prefer if I look older actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see. I miss my eyebrow waxing. That's what I need. So you guys, one of you miss your barber. I miss my eyebrow waxing lady.
Uh-huh.
Because that's not something that's easy to do by yourself, and like it's not like family members can eyebrow wax for you anyway, or threading. It's actually the preferred thing I do.
I
It
I
looks
don't know.
super
I get.
painful though. Like I watch videos. It looks so like violent.
Yes. You're getting a lady to rip
Does it
hair
hurt,
out of
though?
your body.
Does it hurt as
With a-
much as it looks?
No, it doesn't. It's like a little pinches. I don't know, but maybe my nerves are dead from doing it so many times.
Yeah, you're probably used to the pain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I got root beer today, sing it.
Oh, jealous.
Oh.
Oh.
But I don't know why, like this root beer doesn't taste as good as the one that like you get directly from the restaurant, right?
Mhm.
When
It's
they
like-
I
but
think
is
that's
it
like
like-
freshly poured or something. I'm not sure.
I don't know. It's like those Cokes that you get from the dispenser versus like the
Oh.
can and bottle versions, right? But
No, the
because it
dispenser
actually-
one
Yeah.
they mix
It
it,
mixes
right?
for you, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe like this one's the same too. I don't know.
But as in if you buy from the restaurant, they give it in a different bottle, right? They actually fill it from the tap.
Yeah. So like the tap mixes it already. So I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, and supposedly in McDonald's they use a slightly more concentrated syrup, so that's why it tastes like a little bit better. The fountain Coke.
Huh, I did not know that.
Yeah. There's always something about McDonald's Coke that's like a little bit different.
I'm liking it.
You think shops are allowed to like adjust the ratio?
I'm pretty sure like they have a deal with Coca-Cola or something.
You think so?
It's like, hey, why
Coke
don't
sponsor.
make your Coke more addictive, you know?
Yeah. Ugh. Totally.
Yeah. Okay,
And supposedly they use better water too.
do they?
Better water.
Yeah, they use filtered water for the Coke.
Oh,
Which I don't know. Like, does it make a difference? Who knows? Maybe it's all a urban myth to make me really want that McDonald's Coke as opposed to. the
Maybe it tastes better with tap water.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so
So
yes. Let's start off
whose
this week's
computer is
episode.
making these noises?
Yours, Singip?
yeah, getting spammed on WhatsApp by all these online food sellers.
That's why you need headphones, man. Because the microphone is picking it up.
Well, I mean, it doesn't happen often. It just
I just did like 5 times in a row.
No, I mean, like
Like,
it's only today. Like, it doesn't happen on other days.
Yeah, it's very unprofessional.
Oh.
Yeah, we're a
But,
top tier podcast. Have to,
yeah.
you know.
I'm keeping it real. Like we all get messages, right?
Yeah, that's
Well,
why I
thought there
mute
was
my
this whole
phone.
thing about how you mute everybody, but apparently
Exactly.
you don't mute these food sellers. There's a continuity of the story problem here.
No, I mute group chats. I don't mute individuals, right? So he's an individual seller.
So,
Terrible.
you have to be individual
He's
chocolate tail seller,
exempted
and
from
then
the rule.
he won't ignore us. We'll
Sing
just call it the George and Kristen Chakwe Dale Stall chat group.
Yeah, exactly.
We're a single entity.
But it's still more than 2 people talking at once.
Maybe we're just actually like what do they tell you? So how do you get on these WhatsApp people seller groups? Is it really like Mama's Stall has a WhatsApp group? How does it work?
No, like I don't know. Like my mom gets them from like her neighbors and friends and other relatives. Then she just forwards it to me, and then we decide like, who should we order from? Because during like the early days of the MCO, like like people were still like pseudo panic buying. So you go to the supermarket and a lot of stuff will be sold out, especially like fruits and vegetables. So all these people like filled a gap, I suppose. Yeah, but that was a lot better already. Like people have gotten used to it, so people are not like hoarding stuff anymore.
Are they not?
I don't know. I mean, I've never. I mean, in the recent weeks, whenever I go supermarket, like I almost always find what I want.
Oh.
Okay. And these are what type of food sell? Are they the Mamak stalls then?
No, like they sell like okay, I don't know who they are, but they get it from suppliers, I suppose, like frozen meats, vegetables, and all this kind of stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we have something like that for fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And plus, people were like kind of worried to go out during the earlier days, so all these people were like driving.
So why was one messaging you 5 times in a row? Was there like just like a sudden load of vegetables?
Well, this guy used to I used to buy bowls from him. But then based on his spam, he's selling durian crepes now.
Ooh.
Which actually look quite delicious, but then like I don't think he eats so many. So.
Oh, I guess you can't order 3 crepes. You gotta order like.
Yeah, he's selling. No, it's like you know that crepe cake. So like selling like one whole cake. I can't eat the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Crappy.
Cool.
Crepe.
Yeah.
Hey Tyler, your video went off.
Very professional.
Yeah, very professional.
All right. So I want to follow up on the last topic, which was the Legends of Runeterra. Got kind of addicted. To be honest, I think I spent most of the last few days playing.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Be right back.
So
you guys go ahead.
Yeah.
I don't think Singer plays anyway, so he contributes nothing to this conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So actually we still haven't added each other, I don't think. But
oh, you didn't add me? Yeah, it's okay.
No. Okay, so here's the thing, like I played and then I actually went up a few like mini tiers. But then I wanted to play with my other friend, and then we realized that there's a region lock because he's in the US and I have the Asian account, and then I couldn't play with him, and it was really annoying. So I had restarted again with a US account.
Oh, they ask you to choose your region when you sign up?
It's already predetermined for you based on your IP, and it's like in a tiny font in the corner when you log in. In the top left corner.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, that's why we get matched with a lot of people with Chinese writing for names and whatnot.
I mean, I always thought, I mean, all these online games usually they match you regionally anyway. Yeah. Unless you purposely want to go all the way. But I didn't know they would like lock you or prevent you from,
Yeah, because I think in League of Legends, they also lock you, but you can pay like $20 to transfer your account.
Okay.
But here, because it's still beta, you can't even transfer.
Yeah.
So I have like one account that I've gotten to Iron level 3. I've gotten to nothing. I've hardly unlocked anything yet.
Yeah.
But still, it doesn't matter because I'm just using this Death and Spider starter deck. It's the most idiot proof.
Okay, yeah. I started. I made a deck of my own to play with. But I
tried to
still
net deck, but I
yeah.
don't have enough cards.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, you can't net deck at this point. You need to unlock more
So
cards,
sad.
unless you have tons of
Mm.
those wild cards to use.
Well, with the older account, I do have more, but now I'm hoarding because I'm like, what if I get better and I want to build a certain net deck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the like FOMO mentality.
I know, right?
It's like
But
like
yeah.
you will eventually get more wild cards, so don't be afraid. Just use them up right now. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I at first I played with Buff and Tough,
Mhm.
and I kept losing.
Okay.
And finally, I was like, okay, maybe I just don't know how to play this deck. And then
Yeah.
like the spidery decks are more beginner friendly because it's like spawn a ton, die a ton,
Yeah.
use the creepy girl on a swing to
Yeah.
to cause damage. Very simple strategy.
Mhm.
And then I tried the spell and stealth or whatever, and I was like, oh, this is too complicated.
Oh,
Actually,
hi
takes brain
Edmund.
power to
Thanks for
use.
tuning in.
Yeah.
Welcome. You're almost consistent watcher.
Exactly. Does Edmund play Legends of Runeterra?
I don't know. Do you play Runeterra,
Mm-mm.
Edmund? It's a pretty fun
Yeah,
card game if you're into that.
like
Oh, so
frustrated,
I
but
wrote
with
a guide on EGG about like
four.
a beginner's guide to Runeterra for like
No way,
people.
really?
Yeah.
I should have
I'll
read
link it in chat.
it. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I
Yeah,
was actually
so
looking for one.
oh, okay. I
Oh.
mean, this one is basically to help people from MTG or Hearthstone and
Mm.
like try to give them some tips on how to apply those concepts or what's different from this game and that
Oh,
yeah. You can have a look at it.
okay.
It might help you. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
mean, I
it's
can
been
see how
fun
it's a
playing
little
this
bit
game.
different from Hearthstone.
Yeah.
It's
I
more
mean,
complex, for sure.
yeah, it's more complex, but it's less complex than Magic. So it's like the happy
Mm-hmm.
middle. Yeah.
Mm.
But overall,
And I can't even
I
imagine
think
how you
it's
play
kind of
Magic
fun
because it's so
because
complicated already.
the round
Mm.
based system here is very unique. Like
Mm.
each player takes turns to respond,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Mm-hmm.
like you get mana on your opponent's turn, like the turn they can attack. So
Mm-hmm.
I think like it's kind of more fast paced than Magic
Mm-hmm.
or Hearthstone. Yeah,
See,
but yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm still a beginner. I don't think I've mastered it yet, but it's a fun game.
Mm-hmm.
I'll definitely be playing more, and I guess I'm expected to because the my company wants to do more Runeterra articles, and
Man,
it
that's so
seems.
cool that you get to do this professionally. Whereas I'm just like totally procrastinating. I'm like, more spiders.
Yeah. No, I mean I still have to write the article, so I have to play and write. Yeah, but.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we can. Uh, so if we
We
move on to the
should
story
stream
drafts.
a game sometime.
Oh yeah, sure, we can. We'll play some
So
Runeterra.
I wondered how it worked
What?
because I was playing with my friend and he was streaming his on Discord, but obviously I couldn't look at his screen because then I would know how he's playing.
Yeah.
So I don't get how you can like stream for these kind of games. But yeah, people see people stream like Magic all the time,
Yeah. Well,
MTG.
usually they
How do you
stream
do it?
with a delay. So
Oh,
like even 30-second delay is enough, you know. So
oh,
if you're
I see.
yeah. So like if people watch you, I mean, if you've
Mm-hmm.
made your move in 30 seconds already, like
Oh,
they'll be thrown off,
it didn't
yeah.
even occur to us to do this. It's blowing my mind.
Yeah. Like
Mm.
for Dota, like they have tournaments and people stream
Mhm.
the games. Usually they put it on like a
Mhm.
2-minute delay in case like
Oh.
they're
Mhm.
cheaters. Yeah. But
I see.
mhm, just as
Gosh.
a
See,
precaution.
I feel so r/fellow kids sometimes. I'm like, how do youngsters stream their games so they don't cheat on each other? It never occurred to me to use a delay timer.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Anyway, Singap's back. All right. So Singip and I both finished our first story draft. I don't know why
Yay!
air quote because I think we like, actually finished. So congrats
Congratulations.
to
No,
ourselves.
I'm really proud, both of you.
It's extra
You mean you finished?
congratulations.
You
Yeah,
finished?
because
Finish?
no, draft one.
All
We had to
right.
set very low standards. We're not George, okay? Like the fact that we finished a draft is already worth celebration and golf clap.
No, I mean draft one is the first step. You know, without draft one, you wouldn't get
Yeah.
anywhere. So
Um.
it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was gonna blather a little bit about my feedback on the feedback and my own story. But I'll keep it brief since no one's on the stream has ever read it. But
Yeah, you have to
essentially,
share it with the public.
like not this at this stage. I barked
Okay.
out draft one, and then I sent it to a few friends, like Singing and George, and one of them is actually a professional editor friend. But
Mm-hmm.
I think she got frustrated because I think she got the impression that it's a much more polished draft than it really
Yeah.
is. Because then she gave a whole bunch of really detailed English problems.
Yeah, I saw that.
She gave up. That's why she gave up, and I was like, shit, I wasted her time.
I think you have to inform her
So
like this was.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I feel like I never told her this was a very polished draft, but maybe there was an assumption that I would not be
Mm-hmm.
this dumb to share a crappy draft.
Yeah.
But I think, yeah. So whoops. But it's very useful because my takeaway is that I shouldn't try to write a sci-fi version of a story when I'm not very good at creating that world yet. In fact, I should just make it a current day story, and that would solve a lot of the problems inherent to the draft,
Mm-hmm.
which comes from poor projection of the future and how future technology works.
Yeah.
So I think that's how I'm going to update it. I'm just going to make it a current time story.
That's fine.
um,
I mean, it could
that's the whole
be.
point, right? That's why you did the first draft.
Yeah.
So now you know,
Yeah.
right?
Well, I mean, she
Right.
can go
And
in like two directions, right? Either flesh out the world
Right.
or
Mhm.
adapt the story to be in current world. I mean,
Yeah.
you can
but it's
still
like,
make up
as
stuff.
like as you wrote it, then it's only when you're done then you realize like the shortcomings of your writing or what you were trying to create. Like if you didn't write it, then you would never know, I suppose.
Yeah, that's true. I
Yeah,
mean, you have to
exactly.
share to like for other people to give their feedback about it.
Mhm.
And you
Yeah.
can, I mean, you can still do current world with fictitious, web services or unis or whatever stuff you want to make up. I mean, it's
Right.
fiction, yeah.
Yeah. But so anyway, the story has a little bit of like coronavirus involved, and I was trying to write coronavirus 36 instead of 19 or something, like somewhere in the like 2036. But
Yeah.
I realized that like, technology wise, I was like something like Zoom, but for the future. But then you kind of have to imagine that, hopefully in the 2036, it would be like holograms or something,
Yeah.
flying cars or something.
Uh-huh.
So kind of like shitty version of Minority Report. It's how it was in my mind. But yeah, and I feel like for the sake of wanting to have a more polished draft sooner, I'm going to revert back to current day where it requires a little less imagination.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Well,
Singip's version of the story I felt was very polished for a first draft.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's good. Just has to like clarify some of the stuff. Well, at least to me, I've pointed out.
Yeah,
Oops.
fair.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I thought it was a very good story as
Yeah.
well.
So
Yeah. I could totally like picture it being a picture book like Singip described.
Yeah. That's,
Like
that's
I
the
would
goal.
imagine it being drawn in like a Japanese traditional Japanese kind of art style, but I don't know what you had in mind. Yeah.
I suppose that would be ideal.
Yeah. But I mean, you
yeah, like
can
those
you
wooden
can go
die
with
cuts.
any style though. It's up to you. Yeah. But that was just the first impression. Well, I guess you mentioned it is in Japan and the names are Japanese and all that, so that's why I thought like that. But it doesn't have to. Can get it drawn like Sun Kanchil.
Oh.
Have you seen Sun Kanchil, Kristen?
No, I don't know what that is.
Kanchil cartoon.
Does it have anything to do with the car?
No, it's Malaysia.
Hey, kanchil is supposed to be like a deer, right?
Yeah, like.
Oh.
Have you seen this?
Like a small deer.
That was like a TV series with Sang Kanchil. It's a Malaysian folktale, I think. I might be wrong. I don't know, but yeah. So it was on TV all the time, and I recall it. I guess it's kind of iconic for people who grew up with RTM, and yeah.
So is this like Bambi but Malaysia?
No. It's
No.
like it's based on.
It's like fables,
Malaysian,
right?
yeah, it's like a
Like Malaysian Aesop's tales. Yeah. It's about this Sang Kanchil, which is a deer mouse that is like tricky or witty. He outsmarts people who try to like eat him. Yeah.
Oh, that's
like,
kind of cool.
Like this story on the screen right now. I think this one is the one where the crocodiles wanted to eat him when Sang Kanchil wanted to cross the river. So he told them to like lay down on their backs or something. Then he used them as like a stepping stone to jump across.
That is totally not what I found myself on the internet.
But yeah.
No, I found this other art style, which I'll link in our chat.
Oh, okay. I see. Sang Kanchil. Oh yeah, this one is like a more modern interpretation of Sang Kanchil.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, the one I was talking about was this one, the old RTM cartoon. Yeah.
Oh. So I think Singapore wants more this modern style, right?
Probably.
I don't know.
What's the?
Hey, as long as it tells a story.
Yeah.
No, you have to look the part too. The image has to convey what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Yeah, and then Singap was telling me how he was using text to speech to edit, which is something I used to do as well. So you just put everything to text to speech, and when you hear it read back to you, you're like, oh, something is wrong with the way you say that. And you were using a Japanese accent or something? What was it?
No, because like the
you were messing with
the Western accent was like mispronouncing like certain words. So I was wondering like if I chose like a Japanese accent, would it sound more accurate? And it did. I did a really good job like pronouncing the names, but I did a terrible job pronouncing everything else.
Oh. But yeah, I think that's a good idea. Because hearing and reading is different. Yeah.
Yeah, because when you like when you read it back yourself, especially like if you're reading it back like right after you wrote it, like you can still like miss like the minor errors that you made, even though like you're going over it like a couple of times.
Yeah, I think it's because when you're reading something you wrote, you tend to skip words because you already know
exactly
the whole sentence. Yeah. So yeah. Text is like when you listen to someone narrating, it's like a word by word thing. You are forced to like listen to the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and then so Sam, you came across a competition, like a literature competition, a writing competition.
Oh yeah.
Sorry that you linked to us.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not eligible for it, but thanks. But I was wondering, like, how did you even find that? Because it's a very.
Oh, my friend linked it to me.
Oh, okay. So what is it called again? We should link that.
It's the Georgetown Literary Festival.
GeorgetownLitFest.com.
Yeah.
My town is lit.
So I totally thought the same thing, but it's very terrible.
Fellow kids.
Yes.
Writing contest on live under lockdown.
Yeah.
Are you entering, Singip?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, why not? There's like no harm.
Are you gonna submit the piece you're writing?
Sorry? What do you say, Kristen?
Oh, is the piece you have written so far eligible for this category? I didn't really look into the rules.
I actually didn't really look into the rules, but I assume it's something to do with life during lockdown as the...
Yeah, the Georgetown Lit Festival is looking for your experiences and observations of life in the time of COVID-19 and under quarantine, in the form of short story, poetry, or essays. Win a prize and let us share your work with the world.
Oh, but my life has been so boring.
Well, that's why I was wondering if you could submit the essay, the story you wrote. But then I was like, it's gonna be a stretch to fit it to COVID-19.
I mean, the way you tell your life
because that would be
can be
one.
interesting. It doesn't,
Maybe.
It could be meta. It could be about you trying to write the story.
Yeah.
It turned into like some epic struggle.
Yeah, but it's all about just trying to write this.
There's a whole TV show called Californication about it.
Yeah. Oh, it's interesting. When's the deadline?
I think it's June.
30th June. Yeah.
Plenty of time then. Yeah. But you have to be resident or citizen of Malaysia, so like maybe ineligible.
English or BM. Only entries which have never appeared on any platform. Citizen or resident of Malaysia. You're a resident.
No, it doesn't count because I'm on social pass. I mean, they're not gonna check my passport. I
mean,
I feel like
they're not gonna check.
In spirit, I would like to submit.
Anyway, more. Who cares where you're from, right? I don't know. I guess it's a Malaysian festival.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not saying that I will win.
It'd be like a really good angle, right? Like life as a foreigner who didn't expect to be stuck in Malaysia this long, right?
Yeah. There you go.
And like technically, they didn't say you have to be a permanent resident, right?
Yeah.
Temporary resident. Oh, okay.
Loopholes. I mean, like worst comes to worst, they reject your submission, but
just send it to New York Times.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Is our next writing challenge? We abandon this first draft of the story we've done. On to the new thing.
30th June.
No, but we finished our initial project. Like that was our goal, right? To at least write something. So now we can like move on to another project with a clearer conscience.
Yeah. Is it? I feel like my conscience is not clear at all until I finish the story properly.
You have
I have guilty conscience, actually.
Your current story. I mean, like, what's your goal with
so I think
story?
Right. I think that's the thing. Like, I wish this like Lit Fest or whatever like takes in more like random fiction or something, because I think having something to submit to would be my goal. Or else it's like I can never tell whether.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, there are plenty of other writing festivals. Writing competitions you can enter. It doesn't have to be this one.
Should I Google like fictional COVID-19 writing competitions?
I mean, just fictional writing competitions, fine.
Yeah. So I think that was originally why I asked Yip, like, how did he find out about this competition? Because for me, it's really hard to find out where these random competitions are happening.
Yeah.
So I wish there was like a big database. But it seems like I just have to Google. There's no easy way.
I guess so. Or you probably have to be part of some writing communities. I remember on Facebook there's a Malaysian writers group. I think I left it already. Like it was spammy or something. But people like always shared about writing competitions and stuff there. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So it's on my to-do list to look for a place for my short story to go.
Yeah.
Because I feel like even if it gets rejected, the fact that I submit it makes me feel like, okay, then I'll just post it on my website. Who cares?
Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How about singing it? Where's your story going to go?
I don't know. That's like the thing, right? Like I'm not sure like how much further I can edit it. Like I would probably need some maybe like more professional feedback, you know. Then at least I know like what's missing, what's lacking. Because I don't know. Okay, like, I mean, I won't say I'm satisfied with like how it turned out, but I'm quite happy with the way it is right now, even though I know it can be improved. Yeah, like you said. I mean, like for a first draft, I thought that I don't know what else I can do with it already, unless like actually someone like professionally critiques my work. Now I'll be like, okay, you know.
Well, you can always put it on your blog if you're happy with it.
Yeah.
Or share it as a Facebook note or something. I don't know. I'll put it on Medium, you know.
I was thinking maybe I'll find like a post it Reddit or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, right? There's this subreddit called Writing. I'm sure you guys know. But then like I also joined this subreddit called Fantasy Writing, I think. And then like people on it were like complaining about the main writing subreddit, saying that it's full of it's basically full of people asking for advice as opposed to actually uploading writing to be read.
Yeah.
So like I'm not sure like if posting there and then my stuff will just get lost in all the noise.
Oh, maybe you look for really stricter subreddits. Yeah. But usually those have less people.
And like mine is not exactly called fantasy writing, you know.
Yeah.
Like, at least like it's like more that subreddit is more like magic and elves and you know the kind of Forgotten Realms kind of stuff.
And it sounds to me what you really would want is a professional editor who can like polish it up for you. And it's like, how do you find one?
Yeah.
Without paying too much money, or are you willing to pay money? I guess.
Would I be willing to pay money? Maybe not for this story. Like, yeah. If I really wanted to turn like something I wrote into like a book or publish, then yeah, I'll pay like a professional editor. But this is just like for fun, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, you can try this subreddit, short stories. It's where people submit original short stories and for discussion or feedback. But it doesn't look very active.
Oh, maybe I'll. Oh, I was gonna say maybe.
Isn't it? It's like last post like 6 hours ago.
Yeah, I know, but as in comments wise.
Yeah,
that's not that many comments. Yeah, but I mean, you know, small community. At least you get some feedback. Yeah, but I guess this is one of the stricter ones. You can see all the posts are all submissions.
I guess. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, there's no rush. I'll find something.
Yeah.
I think it's better to post on Reddit than a blog or Medium. I mean, like, no one knows like I have a Medium account.
No, I mean you just post there and then share it on Facebook. Yeah.
Or you can have a giant Facebook note.
Yeah. Can have that too.
You can do pasting.
Figure it out later. But yeah, this Fest submission thing sounds interesting.
Yeah. I mean, we can all write something for it. We have until 30th June. That is...
Sounds so far away.
1, 2, 3...
Are you counting number of weeks?
4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 weeks. I'm sure we can do something, right?
Should not exceed 2,000 words, so I think it's okay.
I think that's
speaking of word count, right? Like the intention of like my story was to keep it really short, but somehow I ended up being quite draggy. Well, not draggy, but longer than I expected.
Well, I mean, it can always be trimmed. No, I felt it wasn't long. Yeah.
Okay.
But also maybe because you wrote like in very simple sentences, it was easy to read, so that helps with speed. Whereas if like you have very long, complicated sentences, it makes it more tiring, even if a story overall is shorter. story overall is shorter. Yeah. But if you have everything,
do you just like make a new word?
Huh?
A short story, like a
shori. But yeah, I mean, anyway, good job to both of you. I'm very proud of my friends.
Oh, thank you.
Like Kristen, when I was reading yours, like I could imagine it being like a film kind of.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I was trying to write Kevin Spacey. Can you tell one of the characters is Kevin Spacey?
How would you tell that?
Yeah. Kevin.
I don't know. I was trying to write creepy.
I mean, because he has like he has so many roles, right? Like.
Wow, I think Kevin Spacey, the real person who has been through quite a lot of dramatic downfall.
Oh
yeah. Well, like I mentioned, or you mentioned it as well in your own comments that the spying had no payoff. Like, so what if he would? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then, like initially, I thought he was gay. I don't know if that was the intention because he was spying on him on his own bed. Yeah, I thought like there'd be something like, you know.
And actually, nobody has any gender. They're all genderless neutral beings because I hadn't decided what gender to make people.
Really? I thought they're all men.
They're all default male, but actually, I'm not married to any of it. So that's why
I mean,
it's like,
well, based on the writing,
a little inappropriate.
They seem like men anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did it because I wanted to have emotional distance because I'm like, nothing to do with me. Clearly, this is not just myself. Myself. Like Super Mary Sue.
Yeah.
But like speaking of gender, like do you take into account like the political nature of gender these days when you write?
That's what I was trying to avoid.
But then like you can't really avoid it, right? Because like if you choose like a female character, then people are like, oh, you know, she's doing it easy. You choose a guy character, they're like, oh, why can't he be female, right? And like anything else is like it just feels like, I mean, it depends on who reads it, right? It feels like you're just pandering to like the current.
No one's happy.
Yeah.
That's why I use animals as my characters.
I know. Actually, I would have thought about that.
Yeah, but it's less important. People don't really care if it's a male or female animal. Yeah.
But you drew like the monkey, like clearly like a.
Yeah. Oh no, they're all men. I mean, but well, male animals. Yeah.
Yeah, I was very jealous of both of your stories for having animal characters because I think that takes a lot of problems.
Oh, I actually didn't.
Maybe I should do that too. Make it like BoJack Horseman.
Yeah, exactly. They're actually just humans, but they look like animals. Yeah.
But then like speaking of which, like, I think it's just an observation, right? Not to get political, but then the day I was like Google translating some sentences in Chinese, and then like by default when you use when you refer to a person like okay, I don't know if you know this, but in Chinese when you have him and her, right, it's a different character, right?
Okay.
It's written differently, right?
Yeah, default person is male.
Yeah, so by default the Google Translate always makes it the male character.
Okay.
But then when you use like certain terms like cooking, right, it defaults to the female version of the character.
Oh, I did not know.
So it's like, you know, it's like, the person is cooking, he must be female, you know.
That is fascinating. I think you should write a whole expose.
Like, how do I get Google Translate to give me the female character, right?
Wait,
but it doesn't, right?
Is Mandarin like a gendered thing? Something like was it French or German? I can't remember. Like, you know, some items have a male pronoun and then some items have a female pronoun, you know, like different, some languages do that. So I mean, I don't know if Chinese is like that.
Okay, I don't know if Mandarin is or Google Translating is just doing it automatically, but yeah, I mean, it was just like an interesting observation.
Yeah, I feel like this is something you can write about too, if you want to.
I write that about for the Georgetown Lit Festival. During the lockdown, I became more woke towards gender bias.
So woke, man.
And how as we as a multi-linguistic culture should stamp out these biasness.
Yeah, like French. So le policier is policeman and la policière is policewoman.
Oh,
you know.
Okay, then no, I don't think Chinese.
So like Tommy le baker. Tommy the male baker.
But I mean, like Tommy is like a male name already.
Yeah, I mean, but as in because it's French, there's la and le.
Okay.
Instead of Tommy the baker, but it's like Tommy the male baker.
Is that why? Is that why? Because there's this like this really nice macaron shop in Australia. It's called La Belle Mite or however you pronounce it.
Okay.
So like so you said La is like a female, right?
Yeah, La is the female.
Me referring to that too.
Yeah. So I mean, some languages like that. I don't know about Chinese, but yeah.
I know Chinese has like different word characters for male and female, but I don't think there are any pronouns for it that separate it.
Like, I mean, it's something from a long time ago. It's not like I guess they were sexist back then. I don't know. We call that sexist. It's just how things were, right? Back then. When they invented the language.
You become woke, right?
Yeah.
If you're not woke, then it's just normal.
Yeah. I'm not woke enough.
That's why I actually is one of those things where I feel like Malay is actually a very logical thing and one of the easiest languages for people to learn.
Malay is so hard.
You say it how it's spelled. But like I come into French and French,
okay,
I feel like it's more friendly for people to pick up.
That's true.
And it's more logical. There's like in terms of conjugation and all that. Not that I'm good at Malay.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, I was pretty good at Bahasa Indonesia, but I've lost that. Yeah, but
right.
Okay. Speaking of animals, your question: why do mosquitoes disappear when you catch them? Mother
I know,
effers.
Right? Well, at least I think I catch them. So basically,
scratching a bite.
Like the other day, there was a mosquito in my room, so I like grabbed it.
Yeah.
I saw it was there, right? I like. You even feel like something hit your hand, when you close it. That's not your finger, like you feel something. So I did. I squeezed it really tightly, and I opened up, empty. I'm like, fuck, man, where did the mosquito go? And then like it didn't show for a few minutes, and then it came back again later. But like within that time, it just disappeared, and like, yeah.
I have like a theory why that happens. Because it happens to me all the time too. It's like maybe it's like when you do this, right? Like you create like a little bit of wind, and it pushes it away from you, right? So you think you got it, but it doesn't. Like you actually pushed it away.
Maybe, I don't know, but yeah.
No, because it happens to me all the time, right? Like
it's pretty good
right in front of you, right? And then you just do like this, and you think like for sure 100% you got it, but you don't, right? And it's so frustrating because you think like if it's not here, then it's got to be like somewhere nearby, right? Because it was like only a second ago that you just caught it, or you thought you caught it, but then it's like gone forever. Like you don't even know where it went.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking mosquitoes, man.
Yeah. So I was gonna say something stupid. I was gonna say that that's because they are like David Blaine.
Okay. Yeah.
Simple disappearing trick.
What happened to David Blaine anyway?
It's
like I don't see him on TV anymore.
I've seen him on some more recent YouTube. Is this trick where he can regurgitate a frog?
Whoa.
Have you seen that one?
No, I have not. Okay, I will look it up.
Yeah, so he's trained his esophagus and like to work backwards. It's actually a physical ability that he learned from a really old trick.
Okay.
Where and then he's able to like also get a lot of water out as well. So you can drink a lot of water
Like
and
he drinks like a ton of
kerosene, and then he
water,
gets
right?
it back up.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Huh.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know where I read somewhere, but someone discovered, or maybe he told himself that it's not a trick. It's not a magic trick. It's just another one of his physical stunts.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's pretty crazy. I'll look it up later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the solution? Like, don't grab the mosquito. You should only slap. No. Like, what would be a motion that would increase accuracy?
I have no idea. I just turn on
I think it's
the
a left to
mosquito,
right slap would
like,
blow the wind in the right direction.
what do you call these things? Mosquito tabs or whatever. You put them in the device that heats them up, and
Oh, the
then it
salt.
emits a smell. Yeah, I just use that.
But I always so worried like it's a smell like safe for you.
It's
I
pretty
mean, they
sure.
claim
Yeah, me
it's
too.
safe, right? But then like I
Yeah.
don't know, like you're smelling it like all the time. So
I mean, I only turn it on when I notice a problem. I don't leave it on all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's okay. I
Yeah.
rather smell that than have mosquitoes in my room.
I also go do a surveillance round with the mosquito racket. I feel like sometimes you can find a few that way.
I
You
feel the
have
rackets are
to be
like
very diligent with doing
useless.
it.
The holes are so big.
Really?
Like, yeah.
I feel like the rackets are only good for
Yeah, but what
flies.
if
You know, those big black flies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for mosquitoes, some of them like the racket holes are really too big. Like I'm not sure how you can
the
get them.
electric ones?
Yeah.
No, but if they
I'm
fly
thinking about
in between the
the electric
holes,
ones
right?
that zap them.
No, if they
Mm.
fly between the holes, will they still zap them then?
No,
No,
it won't.
you guys have to buy ones with smaller holes then.
Yeah, well, the ones I've seen, the holes are
They're
all
all
huge.
they're all quite standard though.
Yeah. Oh well.
I don't know. I feel like I've certainly make them explode before, but the issue is like where do you find them in the first place? Like once you see it, you can, and you're not too dumb, you can probably whack it. But it's just really hard to get them out of their hiding places in the daytime.
I don't know, but yeah, I hate mosquitoes. They should all die. Oh, and then the other day I saw a spider in my room. I didn't kill it. I was like, yeah, spiders
Mm-hmm.
eat mosquitoes, so I'll leave it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was just one. I don't know if it made a difference.
But does the size of the spider matter, or is it like all spiders eat mosquitoes?
I do not know.
Because like there's some like really tiny spiders, right? Like
Yeah.
are those
I mean, they're bigger than
eating
mosquitoes.
than
Probably.
like bigger spiders?
I don't know. Maybe. Speaking of spiders, remember we were looking at spiders versus scorpions? Scorpions win every time.
Yeah.
Spiders are useless. Yeah, so Spider-Man is actually not as strong as he should be. Stronger than he should be, yeah.
Oh.
Alright.
I feel like ever since playing so many spider cards in Runeterra, I have more fondness for spiders. I'm like, oh yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess those are like fantasy spiders, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Alright.
the next topic. Gee, I don't even know where that came from, you.
Yeah, I don't know. Can't remember what I was doing, but that quote came to my head,
Seems emo.
No, it's not an emo. I wasn't feeling emo or anything. But like you always hear, right, that successful people say, oh, you should ditch your loser friends and hang out with successful people. That's how you become successful. But like, wouldn't you be the unsuccessful one hanging out with the successful people then? Then, like, I don't know. Why would they want to hang out with you?
I've heard it as
Because
more like you're an
because you
average.
grew up with them, right? Like
Yeah.
we have friends from high school, and then
That's
No,
a
but, like-
very narrow definition, though. It's like, what is success? Question mark.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
I assume most people refer to success as like financial success.
Yeah.
yeah, like basically, like people of similar, I don't know, stature, success. I don't know. Should hang out with each other. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you can see how, like, if you go to our school, which is a little pretentious, like, you
Okay.
have to, your parents have to be able to make a certain amount of money, right? So it's like a pre-selected process already. You're more likely to hang out with people who are similar to you in economical status, even from when you're a child. And if
Yeah.
you have the same friend group, then obviously you maintain that. And I think that's why I feel like this whole idea of being a self-made person or like being able to, go from poor to rich is actually super hard because most people are like rich and stay rich is really what it is.
Yeah.
And like that's why people who do make it are super admirable, who can actually transcend that. But I think that's where like I feel like I hear it as like, you're an average of your 5 friends. So it's
Yeah,
a
I've
little
heard that
bit less
before.
focused on like successful or not, but just more
Yeah.
like the personality traits
I
and
mean, I
like
guess that applies, right?
how
Like
kind and
if
yeah.
all 5 friends are unsuccessful, then if you're the average, you're unsuccessful too.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then like someone will be more successful than the other person.
I guess.
Yeah, statistically
Like if I have
correct.
like $10 more than you, right? I'm technically more successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like you have the second part, which is what if you're not successful yet? Can you go on the journey together? I was
Yeah.
wondering what you meant by that part.
Yeah, I mean,
But that's so subjective though.
so like instead of just hanging out with people who have already made it, like why not also hang out with people who are on the same path as you? Then you can like grow together, right? To
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm a huge believer in that. And like lately, I've been more proactively trying to help people who are like me, but like 5, 10 years ago, like
Yeah.
people who are just, trying to finish their, graduate school, whatever.
Yep.
So I can be like, so I can dispense tons of advice and they would totally listen to me. There's that factor, but yeah, because it's all like, and I'm like, oh my god, like here are the pitfalls, like and also, but I tell them the same thing. It's like if I had known 5, 10 years ago that my jobs are going to depend on my friends, I would make a hell of more friends when I was 5, 10 years ago back in grad school, you know.
Yeah.
So I believe in like trying to mentor like people who are early in the path for sure.
That's true.
But I
But like
think
no, I was just thinking like let's say if you knew what you know now back then, would your life have turned out like better? You never know. You might have made
you
different
don't know,
choices.
but it's
Yeah.
like kind of like like it's like why do you read a strategy guide for playing Runeterra? You could just like trial and error away, or you can read a game guide. I
Yeah.
think that's really the
That's true. I
difference.
mean, I guess reading, like getting help, speeds up the process, even though you can get there on your own.
Right. And I
Yeah.
tell them that, like, the other thing I wish I had known, because I also was really shy about asking people further ahead for help, like more successful people for help. But if I had known that, like, it's not a one-way street, like, these people, once they get a job, I'll be asking them for a job in, like, no time. It's like, it's not very, like, everyone's always behind. It's more like everyone's always fluctuating.
Yeah.
So I think, like, so I tell them that right away and say like, you don't feel bad about asking me for help because I get paid back a million times. So yeah, I think those are like the little ways to help
Yeah.
people out. Yeah. So have you been mentoring, menteeing? I don't know. What the words do boys use? I think mentoring, menteeing is a totally like girl word.
Is
Is
there
I
it?
don't
such
think
thing as
guys say that as
menteeing?
much.
Who
Being a
says
mentee or
mentee?
whatever.
No.
Like you mentor someone and then they are your mentee.
Yeah. But like I feel like this whole concept in career, especially, is very women centric. I don't think guys say that.
In Korean or like in general?
Like I don't know. Have you
Korea
guys
or
even used that
Korea?
word? Oh, Korea,
Oh,
not Korean.
Korea. I think you say Korea. I'm like, Korea?
Probably it's a very big thing in Korea because I think that is a thing. The original senpai.
Are you saying Korea or Korea now?
Career.
Job.
Job, yeah.
Turn into a terrible Abbott Costello routine.
I'm not sure if I've ever had a mentor. I guess my boss is like a mentor.
Think, yeah.
But I mean, like in a way, it's like to his advantage. I mean, to his benefit too, right? Like, I do well, and then as a result, his company does well too.
Yeah.
So
And
I'm
he
not
gets
sure
to
if I ever
do
had
less
like
work.
I'm not sure if I have like a mentor for the sake of like I just want to help you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same here. Not I don't think I ever had a mentor for anything.
Yeah.
But I do
I
have
mean, I'm
people
also a
that
bit
I
shy
turn
to
to
ask for
for
help.
advice. Yeah.
I'm also a bit shy to ask for help.
Oh, okay.
Like I rather
Why?
like just go about it myself and like see if I can figure it out.
Why are you so shy, Singip?
Why are you so shy?
Don't be so shy. It's okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm leaning forward. I have no mic.
Don't be shy, Singip. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Like both Singip and I are super shy about asking for help because we have huge egos. It's about not huge ego.
Is it an ego thing for you? I don't think it's an ego thing for me, though. It's more like I feel like maybe I'm too.
I don't want to bother other people. I think.
Yeah,
like
so
this idea of bothering.
that's not like an ego thing. Or is it like a low ego thing?
Yeah, it is. It's like both.
It's a reverse ego.
You're somehow like too much of self-focus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Then in that sense, yeah, I think we're quite similar. Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But I'm not sure if like not asking for help has affected me negatively.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't think there's been like I can't recall any instance where I'm like, oh, if only I asked for help that time, then this would have turned out so much better.
Mm.
Well, I guess if you hardly do it, then you won't really feel that way. I mean, I'm like you guys, I guess.
I feel like it. Mm-hmm.
Like if I can do something on my own, I would rather do it myself than ask for help.
Exactly, right? Like, but what's the line that you draw?
Yeah, but that's for like for stuff like important stuff. Whereas when it comes to art, I know that I'm not the best, so I'm okay with just getting help all the time. Especially like for music, which the next topic. I had a song that I was stuck on, and I was just playing it for weeks without any improvements, and then like I shared with Jason the first demo a couple of weeks ago, and he's like, yeah, it's all right, but it feels a bit repetitive. So and on my own, I just kept like trying to change it up, but like I couldn't. It kept like it stayed the same. Like it was sounding the same all the way until yesterday. I think yesterday Jason sent me a clip where he just changed like one or two notes of my song, and suddenly it sounded like so much more complete. I'm like, wow, I didn't think of going higher here, and like just that, like the two note change was like it gave new life to it, and like I feel much more happy about it now. And like I think you should be okay to getting help from other people if you feel that like it's not going anywhere on your own. Yeah. So I don't know if that's about being humble or.
And I like it's good that you have some.
Oh, but yeah, you can go on. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah. I think that's about it. You can continue.
Yeah, I mean, I agree about the
I think
art
I'm a little
thing.
laggy.
Yeah, I think you're lagging too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like for my writing, I wouldn't mind asking for help
Mm-hmm.
because I know I'm not that great. But I don't know. I mean, like I was thinking like help. I mean, cause in school, like my parents always tell me like, oh, if you don't know, don't be shy, just ask, you know. And like, I was thinking help more in terms of like for schoolwork or projects, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then
Mm.
I guess maybe it's something that I am interested in and I want to get better. Then yeah, I would ask for help. I guess I didn't really care so much about schoolwork last time.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's like, you know, if I can get it done, then I'll just get it done. Like, it doesn't need to be like so amazing. You know?
Yeah. So like you guys sharing your story, I think is a good idea. We can get feedback from each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know who else to
Mm-hmm.
show it to.
Yeah, I thought it was very helpful.
Show it to anyone who enjoys reading. That's who you're writing for anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you show it to friends, and then like, there's a good chance they don't want to be too harsh.
Oh, share it
Oh,
with.
they'll be like, oh, yeah, they'll be like, oh, I mean, like the worst they can
Mm-hmm.
do is like, oh, yeah, it's okay, you know.
Well, share
They
it
won't tell you,
to
like, oh no, this
people who
sucks.
you know will give constructive feedback. Yeah, that's all.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let
I
me
think like the
polish it up
key
further.
to me is like where do you find someone who is like in that professional level for feedback? You know?
Mm, I wouldn't say they would have to be professional. They would have to be good enough that you are
Dude,
willing to
I'm super
listen to
laggy.
them. Yeah.
But then, like, that's like the problem with
Mm-hmm.
posting online too, right? Like, who are these strangers who are giving you feedback?
Right.
But then, like,
That's
but then,
exactly. That's why I'm not actually a huge fan.
but then it's like, I guess it's really to look at the feedback and see whether it resonates with you, right?
Yeah.
Like, do you agree with their criticism, like, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you share it on a large forum or what, you don't have to listen to every piece of feedback. You can take the ones that you think are the most helpful. But if you share
Yeah.
to a small group of friends,
Mm-hmm.
then it should be people with feedback that you value.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah. Like for example, if
Right. So I
you
feel like ideally
share
we will
like
have like
your story to someone who only like, you know, I don't know, I say reads romantic poems, like they probably wouldn't
mm-hmm.
give you like valid feedback or well good enough feedback compared to someone who would read similar kind of literature. Yeah.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Yeah. So it's like you want like the peer level feedback and then also like ideally someone who is like you're aiming to be that level and then how do
It's
you find
peer
someone with
level and
time?
above.
Yeah.
Peer level and
Yeah,
above only
exactly.
need to apply.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, but I mean you're right. Like getting feedback from like people who would actually read it is like important because that's your target audience, right? You're not writing for intellectuals or academics, unless you are, like, you know. But if
Yeah.
you're just writing a story
Mm-hmm.
for everyone to enjoy, then you should share with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Right, but I think sometimes like people can read it, but they can't tell you. They'll be like, "This part doesn't sound good," but they can't tell you
Like they
mechanically
don't
what's
know how
wrong. I
to
think that's
tell.
the
They
value
don't
of
know what's wrong with it. Just
yeah,
doesn't sit with them, right?
Yeah.
exactly. Which you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
like you can eventually solve, but it's a little tricky. But I feel like my friend, for example, is so technical that I'm like, okay, English 101.
Yeah.
Can you figure out
No, but
how
like
to
some of
fix
her
this
comments were
sentence?
like really good, you know.
Yeah, they are because she's a professional. That's
Yeah.
why.
I guess she was
No, it's professional
expecting
without
a
being
professional
too
draft one.
technical. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
professional enough where you be like, oh, she knows what she's talking about, but it's not like being so technical, you're like, oh, I'm so confused. It's like, yeah.
Right. Yes. So that's why I offered to pay her, and I feel like now maybe she'll take my money when she realizes.
I ain't got no time for this.
I should have taken the money. Whoops. Yeah. Oh well.
I would advise you to go to her once your like story is like complete. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like once all the detail and flow is locked down, then you go to her for the grammatical editing. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right, and then lastly, so these 2 days I have been more procrastinating because I think once I finish a project, I'm like, I don't know, starting a new thing takes a long time. But then I started like journaling again. So I use this tool called 750words.com. It's made by a friend. Yeah. And he's launching a new version, so I was beta testing for him.
That one's been around for a while, right? Or is it a different site?
Yes, it's a long time.
Okay, yeah, because I remember that way back when Alvin was depressed, and I told him to use this to like write out his feelings.
Way.
Yeah. That was a long time ago. That was a Takada era. Sing it if you remember.
Oh, hang on. I have a door.
Okay.
Oh, Yami doesn't watch this.
Yeah. She won't, I think. Hi, Yanmei. But yeah, at the time he was like real upset about the breakup. Or I don't know, breakup or whatever lah. Like, and I told him, journaling is a good way to like let out your feelings and make you feel better. So I think he did it for like a few days, and he was writing in that 750 word thing. Yeah. I don't know. I don't even know if I can still access it or what. But that was a long ass time ago, man.
Why my internet connection was degrading is because my brother was he upgraded to a new router.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised it didn't disconnect.
I know. So I'm not sure if he actually did it correctly. Or it makes friends. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you're laggy now.
Right now. I need to use a special tool to test. Huh? No. Well, I'm still on the same Wi-Fi channel.
Oh, we're muted. She muted herself.
Finally, I muted myself. Anyway. So it is very hard to test Wi-Fi network strength while live streaming at the same time. Did you know?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. But anyway, yes, 750 words. Sorry. So you were saying that Alvin was using it, and did he find it useful?
I think so. I can't remember. That was many years ago, but I remember he used it to channel his feelings when he was kind of depressed back then. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I didn't know it was by your friend. That's kind of cool.
Well, I slowly only in the last year or so made friends with him after admiring him from afar for like 10 years.
Okay.
But yes, so now he's making version 2 of the website, and I've been testing it.
Oh, right.
But yeah, I feel like from doing that, I realized, things like, for example, this what was nagging in the back of my mind was like, for example, evening drama, so late, I'm getting so tired. All those thoughts were actually in the back of my mind, and I was like, okay, why don't I just tell them to reschedule to a different time? Why do I have to keep, fussing over that? So I feel like it unearthed a lot of anxieties I had, but I couldn't quite figure out what it was bothering me. So that was very motivational for me.
Yeah.
Did you guys journal?
No. Not anymore.
I thought you did.
I mean, my blog back then used to be like a journal, but I don't write like journal entries anymore.
Thought of getting into bullet journaling.
What's bullet journaling?
It's like this system of like planning your day and organizing it. Like there are all these like weird symbols that you can draw to indicate different tasks and all that. Like, I don't know, this seemed like so
it's
much
based on a
effort.
book, huh?
But I mean, like, it looked interesting, but then like it just seemed overly complicated just to, yeah.
Well, there's an app too if you want to use.
Oh no, I mean, like I like the idea because you get to buy new notebooks, and then like you get to write with fancy fountain pens. You know, it look cool, it look fun.
Yeah.
The gear acquisition aspect of bullet journaling appealed to me.
I totally get it. I also went through the bullet bujo phase.
Bujo.
I didn't even get to.
I know the lingo and everything.
What's that term now for girls? What, bougie and something?
Well, it is. Bujo is very bougie, so I think it's actually a very relevant term because it involves you buying really, really expensive, like 40 ringgit notebooks and things like that.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, now I get to buy a new notebook. You know, it's gonna like organize my life. I'll be set.
Yeah.
So man, like speaking of notebooks, I still have so many unopened, like new nice notebooks.
I read that that's like a sign of a writer. Tons of unused notebooks.
Why? Isn't that someone who doesn't write?
No, because it's like you want to write. I mean, it's like, oh, I'm gonna buy this fancy ass notebook, and then all my thoughts will go into it, and it's gonna be like so epic, you know.
Oh no, like 90% are all gifts. I don't buy. Yeah.
And then like it's so hard to start writing on that first page because it's like so clean, right?
Yeah, it is.
And then you're like, no, let me think of a better idea or story to write. Then I'll start writing into it, you know. Before you know, you like have a ton of unused notebooks.
Yeah, totally. Well, for this trip, I only have this one smaller reporter Moleskine. But I think
is it Moleskine?
But it's sort of like Moleskine or whatever it's called.
I don't know.
But like my handwriting is so crap, it's not even on the lines.
It's okay.
Like I'm not honoring Ernest Hemingway or whatever it is that uses.
I mean, at least you're making use of it.
Your handwriting goes upwards too.
Yes, which means I'm
mine
optimistic.
goes up and down. Like it's not unless like there's a piece of paper with lines on it, it will start going up or down. I always thought it was like a left-handed thing, you know, because like a lot of notebooks are like designed for righties.
Maybe you should like turn your page diagonally a bit, so when you write upwards, it goes straight.
Yeah, I tried doing all that, but it still somehow ends up skewing. It's okay. It's I'm not like mad.
I think this was my attempt at writing meter or something.
Oh, so neat.
On the line.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's real good.
It's hard to maintain, especially when you're in a hurry and you're actually jotting down notes. Then it all goes to shit, you know. Yeah.
These days, I just type notes.
I don't even have a collection of notebooks.
But they say writing notes is better than typing.
You think so?
Well, I mean, if let's say you're like in a lecture, you want to take down notes or a meeting, it's better to write because you obviously write slower than the person is talking, right? So you become more selective with what they're saying, and then you make it a point to write down what's important, you know, what you think is important, versus typing where like, you type really fast, you basically just end up more or less typing what they're saying, and then it just becomes like a copy, and then you don't really.
But then you don't miss anything.
You don't miss anything, but then like you might absorb less. Like unless you're like the type that's very diligent to review your notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I don't. So.
Okay. Usually for me, after typing, I will go back and then I'll edit like if something's unclear. Yeah, and sometimes while listening, I just summarize while I type it out too. So I don't type exactly everything. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I usually type more now, but it's like when you're in a job interview or something
Mm-hmm.
by Zoom,
Yeah.
definitely not be good. So that's why I use my notebook a lot for when I'm looking at you, writing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I'm excited. Maybe next week I will not have such a dropped stream if my brother's done fixing with the router. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I'm really dropping right now because I think he's futzing with it.
Okay.
But what are your plans anyway?
So I think I have to end here.
What are his
Happy be
plans?
early Mother's Day.
Yeah. Happy
No, I
Mother's
mean,
Day.
no, I mean, what are your plans next week? Like, assuming like the MCO is lifted, right?
Plans?
Yeah, like, are you going back or are you gonna stay back or what?
Do you think MCO is gonna be done?
No, I mean, it's like if it is.
I mean I'm planning, but they're mailing me the laptop to here to start my job. So
Oh wow.
I'm here for the next 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You go to like do you like settle the immigration stuff already?
No.
Is there anything to
That's what
settle?
I'm waiting to see. Well, that's what I'm waiting to see whether MCO will be extended because I'm allowed to stay until the 14 days post end of MCO.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So if it gets extended, then I don't have to do much. But if it doesn't, then I have to petition and all of that.
I feel like with the conditional MCO, it's like they're kind of hinting that it's going to be lifted.
Really? I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
know. I feel like they would announce something already, right? Because the 12th is already on Tuesday, right? And then now it's already Saturday nights.
Yeah, it'll probably be tomorrow. Usually Sunday they do some announcement.
Yeah, today they took a break from press briefing.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, I checked the Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they just took a holiday, I think. Yeah, back on tomorrow.
I see you removed the topic about Dave Goodall.
Oh, sorry. I think I did it by accident, actually. Yeah.
That's okay. Is there anything you wanted to speak about it? If not, we can do it next week. Unless I don't know.
Let's do it next week.
Okay. If you remember.
Oh, we'll put it in the document.
Okay. All right then. I guess we can end it right now. Thanks to all our watchers. We have me, Ali Watcher, another TTV viewer, Commander Root, I think 2 bots, Edmund, Strip Fang, and the Lurker TV. I don't know.
Edmund's such a loyal viewer.
Yeah, Edmund's the best. We love you. See you soon when this MCO is over.
Twitch, cheers.
Yeah. Sorry for the lackluster ending.
All right.
Fixing router. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
We'll see you next
Thank
week.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.